Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel everybody. So I am having a play with one of my new stamp sets that was a pre-order. It is called Potions and Spells and it has a die set, of course, called Potions and Spells. Stampin' Up! Is finally doing that. Anyways, I'm thinking this will be in the new mini catalog that's upcoming. But, of course, being a demonstrator, I got to do a pre-order, and I just could not wait to play with this. I'm also wondering if there's going to be DSP to go with this set. By the time that comes out, I won't have the stamp set because I'm giving it to my girlfriend, but I want to have a play. So, I already did one set of 2 cards. This is me, and look at this one. This one is my favorite of the 2, and this is the other one. But just having a play and just enjoying doing this. So this is another play, but this is pre-work for a paper pumpkin video because I wanted to figure out how to do this. And the wonderful Miss Lori Snoozy from Washington State, everybody, yes, sent me a video link to, oh my goodness, I gotta look now. Where is it from? Where did I write it down at? Okay, Wandering Stamper is on YouTube. This is a version of her card. Yes, I changed it up. I always feel like I need to change it up a little bit. So I'm not even going to go into her directions because I'm going to try something different. So let me show you. I've done prep work. I have a black cauldron that I stamped with a mixture. I want to show you what I made. So I took a little mason jar. You see all that in there? So this is a combination of some red embossing powder that was in my thing. Winter white Stampin' Up! Used to have. Some dazzling diamonds and then black. Yep. And some clear. So I made my own embossing powder and I stamped it in Versamark and then I embossed it because I wanted you to see the little design. It's okay that it didn't get in right there. This is, you know, Halloween. So, and then I did the same thing. I stamped in Versamark, then in Polish Pink, because this is inspired by my daughter's favorite color. And I did the bubbles and I fussy cut them. This is what it looks like without the Polish Pink. This was just Versamark and the embossing powder. Okay, so then I did the same thing with the bubbles. I did a little Hocus Pocus. I did the spell books, not in pink. I did this just in, I just did it in the embossing powder in Versamark, and then I colored it in a bit. I did me a crow with stamped in Versamark, then in Black Memento, and used the same embossing powder I made, which I realize now I'm going to need a little yellow for his beak. I have a cube of basic gray because this is a cloth pad and I want to go over my spider web. So let me grab, let's grab this one. Oh, petal pink. Oh, no, I want pale papaya. Please be pale papaya. Because that I think would look good for, I have some, anyways, I've got stuff here. So I was having such a good time. So this is the double oval punch. I know it's retired, but hopefully you guys have something similar. I did the top in black and the bottom in white. I have a little old die that's a little spider web. I thought that would look cute up in the center of this old embossing folder. My girlfriend Jackie gave me this. Okay, so let me go over my card base. My card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5.5. I used a little border die to get this little pointed bit up at the top because this is where my pull tab is going to be. This is actually going to be our pull tab. So my pull tab is a little long right now. I don't want to cut it. So this is 3.5 by what? 5.5. Because I know I'm going to trim it down, but I want to wait. So this is what is going to pull and it's going to pull the center slide bit up so you can see the inside. So I need something for the inside, and this piece, make sure, is 4 by 5, and this is going to get glued down there. And once we cut our window here, because it's only going to have, it's going to be a U cut, dun, dun, and dun. Then we'll see where we need to stamp on it. So I didn't want to just glue these two together. I wanted mine opened like this. So the score line at 5.5 is going to be facing you, or it's going to be at the bottom of the card. So I'm hoping, I have to move my embossing gun. It only reaches so far and it was stuck in the drawer. So let's get started. Let's color my bird first. I think he could use some coloring. So this is the dark pale papaya. I'm just going to color in his beak and his feet. I'm not going to do, I don't know why I pulled both blends, but we're just going to do his legs and that. So next, I thought I would bring in, this is the Dark Night of Navy. This is back when Stampin' Up! Had what they called their first set of blends, were called blendabilities, and you had 3 colors. You had a light, a medium, and a dark. And I'm going to use mine till I can't use it anymore. So I'm going to start out by coloring my crow in the Night of Navy dark, this one. Oh, no, I want to make sure I don't get... So I can color all of him. I know they had problems when they first designed these. Some of mine had problems, some didn't. Okay, so there's my crow, and he looks really good, actually, in the Night of Navy dark. I mean, oh, he looks good. Okay, I thought, now I don't know if I'm going to do it, but we'll see. I thought I would add a little Blackberry Bliss to him to make him darker, but he doesn't need it, so that's not going to happen now. That's easy. A little Hocus Pocus. I want to add a little coloring to the outside of this. It's going to be in my little spot, and I love the little spots for this purpose because they're like their old pads. They're cloth. I don't need to grab a sponge dauber. I'm just giving it a little, ta-da, just like that. Just a little border around the outside. So next, I'm going to take this, and I am going to lightly take my, oh, I hope this comes out, because I don't have another one prepped. Here we go. We're going to take it and lightly go across the spider webs to highlight them. I don't want to do all of it. I'm trying to be lightly just hitting it here and there. Oh yeah. You see the change of it? Look at that. Now, oh, yes, 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 yes. All right, so next, we have to do the cutting. And I'm going to show you a little cheat sheet. If it works, you see this video. If it doesn't, I guess you won't see this video, and I'll redo this whole thing. I'm going to take a sip of some iced tea here. So, you need a trimmer, something where you can, you know, you could do it with a straight edge razor. So mine, you have to open it all the way up. Now hers, you would measure here, cut, measure, turn, and measure. I'm not doing that. I cut a piece for my opening out of, yeah, just some paper that was in the recycle bin. So this measures 3 by 4 1/4, this piece. Now what I'm doing is I am eyeballing it because I needed my pull piece here. I couldn't use her measurement because it was under 3 inches. I needed it big enough so my little cauldron would fit on this piece when you pull it up. That's what I needed it for. So we're going with this. So I just eyeball centering this. Where's my washi tape? Some old washi tape. Pop it here. And oops, it looks a little crooked. So we got to try to get it at least straight. That looks good. So there to there to there. Now you could mark, actually I could turn it over. Yeah, let's do that. See, learning curve, right? So I'm going to turn it over to the back side, and then I'm going to line it up again. Now what I can do is I can mark with a pencil, but that is in my way. I can go right here where I'm going to cut and not worry that anybody's going to see this. There's one. And this is going to hopefully give me a visual. I might have needed to do it with a Sharpie or something. Oh, I don't want to cut up there, so let's erase that. We only want a U. And I'm thinking I do have a blue highlighter. It's not a Sharpie, but this would work. Oh, is this really a dry erase? Erasable highlighter. Interesting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, just so you can see it and I can see it. And I'm going down here. Right there. I'm cheating. No, I'm just doing it my own way that I think will work best for me. Now I don't have to worry about measuring. And then I can't erase it because it's an erasable highlighter. So now we see our blue line. So now I'm going to get my blue line in here. I'm going to bring this down. It's a little about 1/2 inch. Yes, it's in there. Close this now, making sure you can see this. Push down. You're going to hear a little click. Cut down. And it has these little tiny grooves. Ooh, that's where the magnet went to. And that's a strong magnet. Okay. These grooves on both sides. And there's one here and here. So what I'm going to do is line this groove up with my blue mark. Okay. So, oh, let's see how, let's look at that. It worked fabulous. Oh, love this. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to look at it again. Now I'm not pushing my blade down till I have my blue line in the mark. Making sure that's straight. Pop it down, cut it, and I'm going to cut to right here, which is like 4 7/8. All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get it quite there. Oh no, it is. It is. So now I'm going to cut from here to here. And once again, I'm not going to put that in. I'm going to look at this groove here, making sure it lines up with my blue. And actually it does. This one needs to line up. See, I think that's a little too far. I'd rather be inside here, and I can trim that later. So now I'm going to pop it down and cut. See what I mean? I'd rather this one, all I have to do is take my snips now, go in and cut that. And there we have it. Okay. I can see that this one is a hair bigger than this one, but that does not matter to me. It really doesn't. So now we're going to get away from that. And I need 1/2 inch. Well, we can erase because it's an erasable highlighter. Let's see if that works. Not bad. I wouldn't do that on the front of my card. But it lightens it, and it's on the back of the card. No one's going to see this. This is all going to be inside. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. That was something that Hank didn't want. Oh, as it goes, it's getting better. So, lighter. So now we need, do I want it to be 1/2 inch? You need at least a 1/2 inch tab from this end inwards. So let's see. That's 1/4 inch. Oh no, we're doing 1/4 inch. I'm just trying to see. I think we're going to do 3/8 inch would be really good. So let me move this out of the way for a minute because I got to make some marks here. So we're going to do 3/8 of an inch, and you can see my ruler is like not too hot there. So I got to start at the 2-inch mark. And where's my little highlighter so everybody can see this? If I wasn't doing a video, I'd be doing this with pencil, guys. I don't know, the blue is working pretty good. So there's the 3/8 of an inch. Come down here, make sure it's flat. And I am gonna do 3/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna score 3/8 of an inch there. Then here, I want to score from here to here. And then I need about a halfway point from this point to this point. It's almost 4. So right about, I'm going to go 2 1/8. So 2 1/8 is right there. From there to there. I'm not sure how to write this for you guys. I really am not. So I'll try to figure. I'm not sure this would even work for the next for paper pumpkin, but it might. So now we're going to score. So that means we're going to use this blade here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use these little grooves to mark my spot. But first of all, I'm looking to see I have that in the center of my bits. Push down. Now I'm going to score 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to check it out. It looks good. I didn't get it quite all the way over there, but that's going to work. So next I'm going to get to this mark here. I mean, her way, yes, you measure and do it that way. I'm playing. Maybe I'll do her measurements for the paper pumpkin, because like I said, I had to. And with my spider web, it's okay that my score lines go outside of here because you can't tell. And then this one, move that aside. All right, pop it down. Yeah, I overkilled it there, but that's all right. So we can erase those if we want to. I don't feel the need. So this one is going to go up for the moment because I like to fold things back and forth, work them out. There's 1, 2. Now this one, I'm going to be a little more careful. I don't think I got one of the folds, and it's up near the top, but there it is. So now I'm going to turn it this way, and now I'm going to fold it over. This one I don't need to, but this one I'm just going to fold this like so in here and open it up and score. So this now, when we pull our pull tab, it's going to force this up like so and reveal our sentiment that we're going to have on there. So let's go ahead and place our tear tape where we need to place it. So tear tape, you could use wet glue. I'm going to use tear tape. So I'm going to stick 1/4 of an inch tear tape in there. Not up here at the top, just here. Then I'm going to place some tear tape here. This is where it's going to close. And I'm going to go around. I'm going to add wet glue there, but I just want this. No, I don't. I just want it like that. That's right. Just down at the bottom, because my pull tab, let's see. This is why I had to figure this out, but I have to do the card to figure it out. You can see my pull tab is going to be like right here, right? That's going to be my pull tab. So I can use I can use the 1/2 inch, but just to be on the cautious side, I'm going to use my 1/8 of an inch tear tape along the very sides of the card. And it's going to go all the way to the top. We're not going to put this together yet, but we are going to add our tear tape. Okay. I'm going to give it a good going over with the bone folder, because this will close up, right? So I know we have this. We ought to take, where's my little thinking fingers? I know I'm crazy sometimes. Oh, where is it? Oh, basic gray. I want to take some basic gray, and I really want to go over this edge. I want to go around. Ooh, that's got a little sponge dauber. Do the same thing. It's just I got the basic gray pad out so I could go over the spider web. All right, that's done. I want to go around all of this. I don't need to do the score line. But that's good. And of course, this part of it as well. See now, you see that little bit. That's what we want going on. So we have our pull tab. We're not going to work on that. We are going to work on, we're going to get this in here. Now, what she did is she marked around in here where she could do her sentiment in here. I don't think I need to mark anything. I am just going to place a block there, leave that inside my card, and now I'm going to stamp. And I want Happy Halloween and Double Toil and Trouble. And I'm trying to see. And then Happy Halloween. I think I'm going to add another piece to the back of this so you have more room to write. I just want something fun. We could add the cauldron over here and some bubbles like this. And let's see, how far is that? We're going to, this can go up as far as you want it to go, but at least to there. I'm looking for, yep, just to hold it in place. So I know it's going to go there. My cauldron is going to look like this, trying to give you guys a visual, right? So I don't need another cauldron there. That is just overkill. But what I could do is stamp the kitty cat like he's peeking out and do that. And then what else is there? Oh, we could stamp some little bubbles down here. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to stamp our kitty cat. Now I see why she did her little marks. But I'm good. I am good. I am good. All right, kitty cat time stamping. We're going to stamp little kitty cat in basic gray because I can blend him out with the blender pen if there's a blender pen. Where's thinking fingers? What I do with my little cube? Anybody see it? Shh, tell me where. Come on. Not fair, not fair. Trying to do a video and I just had the black, the basic gray. I just had it. It's hiding in plain sight. It's upside down like this, way over there. I couldn't see it. So we're going to stamp our kitty cat. I know we are not going to get his tail in there, and that's okay. I think we'll give him some light blue eyes. So maybe like, just give me an estimate, like right there. That's good. Take that away now. Straighten it out. There's my kitty cat. blender pen time. Because if you do it quickly, we're going to get ourselves a cute little gray kitty cat, which you can always add more to him, make him darker. But we're just adding some color. Watch. Take a block, get a little there because I don't want too much. But I want to add a little bit more, darken him up a little. Need a little more. All right, scribble, scribble, scribble. Let's put it inside and take a look, because that's what it's all about. Just checking. Oh, he's cute, but you see, I missed this leg because I didn't think we needed it, but we do actually. We're gonna probably need, yeah, we're gonna need the toe and the leg. So we need a little bit more, and that's okay. I'm okay if he looks a little messy. He's a little scaredy cat, right? I'll tell you what, my husband's dog, for a pointer, he loves the smell of a cat. He cannot help himself. And there are feral cats, and that dog just cannot keep himself out of them. And he loses. He doesn't want to fight them. He just wants to smell them. So I'm going to take this blue and give my cat some... Oh, I could have done green eyes. That would have been cute. And then some dark... Oh, this is dark petal pink for his little nose. That's one done. Let's move on to toil, double toil in trouble. I like it like right there. And this I want in pink. I want it in the polished pink. That's the color of the card base. Like I said, inspired by my daughter for her love of pink, who says you can't have a fun pink Halloween card. Oh, ho, ho. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have our little sparkles, which are going to be, we're going to do some there. Oh, it's crooked. I didn't get it right. It's okay. Some there. Some there. What did I say we were going to put down here? Oh, bubbles. Bubbles and bubbles. So now we're going to put our little bubbles there. Oh, I can't turn it upside down. We can do some there. We can do some like right there because that will be inside of it. Oh, cute, 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 cute. All right. Shall we? Oh, let me show you what I started on the bubbles for the cauldron. So I took a light blue and I colored the background. Now we are going to color. Oh yeah, this is when I got, no, this is bubble bath. Okay, my polished pink is all dried up. I tried to put alcohol in it, and as I was doing that, I gave it a little shake and the alcohol went everywhere. It went all over this really nice shirt I had on. Terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Please tell me yes. This is bubble bath. So this is the light. I'm just going to color all of it. You can see I already started. We might go back and color our bubbles in here. So then I took the dark and I'm just highlighting in some areas. You can always add ink. You can't take it away. Like that one, I might make this one dark. That one, do this one dark, just so I have a few different little like shades of pink. Okay, I like that. And do I want to do, this is also what's really nice with blends, is I literally can just take it and go over like so. Just go across the whole thing. I'm not going to shade those. I just thought I'd give them a quick, fun little colorings if there's a white spot there. Alrighty, we are ready. So we need to add our bubbles to the back of the cauldron. And as this is going to be there, I want to make sure it's on there really well. And I would like a bone folder, please. Let me show you all those pretty pink bubbles, like bubble bath, because we used bubble bath. All right. So this, I have to fold that up a bit because that is a little extra we don't need. We're going to put that right there. This is going to go in here. I'm just giving you guys a look-see. Okay, this is going to get glued down. Oh, see, I can want it. Can I pull it up? Because that covers up all my bubbles. How far can I go? I'm going to glue it like so. So I'm going to glue it right to the tip of my little curves. And it looks like I might have to trim a little. It's going to have to sit in these recesses. So right here needs a little trimming with the guillotine. So it's at 3 7/8 by 5, and we're going to take a little off the top just to make sure. So we're going to go 3 7/8 by 4 7/8 now. All right, so now it should fit. When I do this, I can glue it here just to make sure. Yes, so I could use tear tape, but I don't need to. I can do glue. So I'm going to glue it to the front and then glue the back down. So that way I know it's down. And right here too. Probably don't need it that far up. Butt it up against my tear tape. There. Now we can take the tear tape off as well. Oh no, that was bad, guys. I have to do the slider first. Thank goodness. Slider. Oh, almost a terrible mistake there. Almost a terrible, terrible mistake. That is not going to work. This is going to have to go. Okay. Thanks to Miss Lovely Phyllis, I have this stuff. You ain't going to see all that. That was a mistake. Big time. So this makes the sticky stuff go away. Yeah, that not working. I know you guys are like, girl, what are you doing? So this has to go in the back there. So I just need to glue that down. I just need to bite the bullet. That was a bad idea. Let's get this glued in place. Oh, no, 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 no. See what happens when you haven't made a fun fold card before? Sometimes You make mistakes, but then you learn from them. And I have learned. So put this here. Go up a little bit more. Because see, there we go. Now we are going to attach our slider, but I have to. My slider is going to go I'm trying to see where the slider needs to go. So this needs to go to the very edge, like so. So I'm going to glue this down. Then I'm going to chop it off. I'm going to do it that way. So this edge here needs to go to the bottom of this edge, like so. Okay, so when this is over here, this is going to be here, and this is going to move like that. But you can see, we need to take that off. We don't need that anymore. You can see where we have to go ahead and do a little cutting, like right there. So I'm going to take it now and put it in the guillotine and cut it. I'm doing things kind of crazy, but first time, and I'm doing a special card just because, just for me. So I might confuse you all, but sometimes this is the easiest. So I'm just going to chop. Now I'm going to measure what it is. Not worried about that. That can go in my scrap pile. So this is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. This was me trying to figure out the measurement. That's when I came up with this idea, and it's okay that it's not perfect. Now I have to be able to grab this. So I'm going to put a little circle punch right there. So I want the teeny tiny one. I don't want a big one. I have a square. Where's my circle? Ooh, no, that still won't work. I have a little bat. That's cute. Not what I'm looking for. I guess it's 3. I thought I had 1/2 inch. So just going to eyeball it. That looks about center. You could measure. I am going to put a notch right in the center of that. Then you see my little paper there. It just needs a little bit because of my pull tab. You'll see in a minute. So this bit here needs a mini, and I need my black oval. This needs to go right like so. Actually, it needs to be, where's the other circle, the one we already did? There it is. Hocus Pocus is going to go like this, and you are going to pull this like so. So let's get this glued down now. We can put this down. Take the tear tape off, because I can reach the back when it pulls out. Start here. Ta-da! Yeah, it took me a while, didn't it? Yes, it's taking me a little too long. So you see, we need to get this up like so, right? And I want this on the back. So I just need to add glue here. I've done this before. Push that up. Gonna slide it with the glue like so. Trying to get it to the halfway point. Now this is going to go up on dimensionals. Let's see. I want my glue scissors. That's what I really want, but I don't see them anywhere. I don't know what's happening to me today. I really don't like using my good snips for this, but we are going to. I'm just going to cut a strip. Place this above the white, right up against it. And I think I might do a little bit more. Doesn't have to be the same length, just a little bit more. Maybe. A little hocus pocus. Look at that. All right, so now this is going to slide down in my hocus pocus. Uh-oh. See, it's stopping it. So guess what? I need this a little bit more up. So take it off and move it a little farther up. So now that should come down, and it does. Ha! It's not centered, but I'm good. I'm good with it. Now we are going to add our spider web is going to go right there. Let's see if that works, because oh, it's going to get bent. So little spider web's got to come down like so. I might have to cut it. I think we are. We're going to have to cut some off. So from here to there. No one's going to realize that we cut it. It's going to be, this is going to be there. But I just want it within this frame. I just thought that would be cute. All right, or we could add it to the bottom where my crow is and where my little stack of books are, which, let's see. Let's get the cauldron on. Cauldron's going on dimensionals. 1, 2, 3, 4. None up here. That's going to be behind it. Wonder if I could use that to cover up my, yeah, I'm going to glue that to it too, so you don't see the blue, the bubbles. Oh no, those are not far down enough, so we got to take those off a little bit, move them. Everything's trial and error when you're making something new. Okay, so now when I pull that up, you see that, how cute that is? That's what we're after, but I want that to come down there. Now my little books are gonna go right here, so I need to do, let's just add a piece of tear tape. Because it's all that embossing powder. I want to make sure it sticks. I could also put it on dimensionals, but I don't think so. So this is going to go, am I going to add the spider webs? No, I just want my books right there. My little crow is going to sit off to the side, and I think he's going to have glue here and then a dimensional or two up there. One, two, and glue dot, tear tape, or wet glue. We're going to go with tear tape just so I know he's sticking down. So there's my crow. I want him right there. Let's take a peek. Oh, so cute. We do have room for Happy Halloween there. But first, we have to put our spider web down. And I really like that. I could make it all the way over just there. And I'm going to have to do... Oh, so frustrating sometimes. I might just make it straight. That might help, huh? It might, so shouldn't have taken a chance with me trying to cut a straight line. Because this is so not straight. Now it's straight. Alright, and we need glue dots. These ones have been used, so let's get it on the right side. We have one here, one there, there, I'm thinking another one there for good measure. Maybe I won't do Happy Halloween. I'm thinking, I have it done actually. I could use it. I did a Happy Halloween with the pink and the embossing powder. So let's get this down there. Let's pull our tab. Because you won't see this once it's up. I guess I could have done it to the back. I could do it to the back of the cauldron. And then you would see it when it's up. Ha! We did it. Add some of the sticky go away stuff. Where's my little bottle from EK Success? I'm not sure what it's called right now. But it's the anti-sticky bottle that lovely Phyllis gave me. So all those glue dots now are no longer sticking, that are showing through that. Anti-stick powder is what I'm going to call it. All right, all these little bits, try not to go in the garbage. Some just did. So there's my, we could even do, we could stamp the Happy Halloween there. Let's see. Boy, is that cute. And you know what? I do have this little, I can't stop playing, guys. I know I'm crazy sometimes. But we have these. I could add a few of these for bling. Like right in there. Let's see which one I like better. There is some with pink. Oh, that one has like hot pink on it. Right there. There. Down there. So cute. And then one up there. And then one more maybe like up in that corner. Okay, we're going to do those. Two, I said I had a bat. What was I going to do the bat with? Oh, black. Let's get a little scrap of black and see if he needs to be there anywhere. I just need a little, that's too big of a scrap. I don't want to waste my scraps when I know I have little tiny strips. I don't have a little spider, or I probably would use it. But we could do Batman, right? Do a little bat there. And maybe one there. And then, I don't know. You'll have to give me a second. I just am having too much fun. Too much. All right. Not there. I could add it up there. I like that. Potions. I think it needs to be like over there. Maybe not. Maybe like right there. No, because you can't see it. All right, we're going to add these little guys. And you know why? You tell me why, please. Because I can. So there's one little bat. This little bat has to have a glue dot. And I'm going to go here. I use my fingernails to roll this up and stick it. Where did I say this bat was going to go? Like right here. So right there. Right there. 1, 2. We definitely need the third bat, but I'm not sure. I like that there. Not sure I want those, but I'm not even sure I want that now that I have the little bats. I could add a little bat like right there. Right here. That's where he's going to go. Yeah, right there. So cute. And then I'm thinking I need a couple of more bats on the inside. Ooh. We'll do 2 on the inside. We haven't even got to the envelope yet, guys. And you know, I have to make the envelope. That needs to stay there for the moment. So one little bat. And then this little bat's going to go up here. So cute. Hopefully that doesn't inhibit it from sliding or anything. And I told you I had a Happy Halloween done somewhere. Where's my scrap that it was at? Did I throw it away? I stamped it on the same papers. This is what I was stamping everything on. I don't see my Happy Halloween. No. Oh, darn it. I guess that's not going on there. I have the bubbles. I just don't have the Happy Halloween that I stamped. Not anywhere. It wasn't on a strip. It was on. Okay. That's okay. Let's move on, right? It's been long enough. And let's get an envelope. Because this is just too cute. Too cute. I'm trying to put a few things away. Sorry, because it just gets to me. All right. We are going to stamp the back with the handmade. Where's my polished pink? And our envelope, which I don't have an envelope at all. So this one is going to cost me extra, so let's put it in a clear envelope. That solves that issue. We need a mailer. And a clear envelope maybe over here. All right, scratch pad, polished pink. We are going to stamp. I'm not sure what we're going to stamp. Well, we're going to stamp the Happy Halloween because we lost my piece that said Happy Halloween. So let's do bubbles in pink. Bubbles. And some more bubbles. And then that can be in black. Memento black, maybe if I can. Oh, I found the Happy Halloween. It was under the memento, so we'll probably add that. What have we not used? I don't think there's anything I have not used yet. So we're going to stamp Happy Halloween. All right, that's our mailer. Let's do something with the happy Halloween. Do we even need it? We don't need it. So let's end the video, right? Let's just play with it for a minute, because that did not, you have to, oh, so cute. So bubbles. Bubbles and bubbles need sparkles, and so does our little bird. And oh, that's wet. So there we go. The slider easel card, that's what I would call it. Look at how cute that is. Now I'm telling you, those little, these, you need to just work with that, but you can feel it right there. So maybe the bats weren't such a great idea, but they sure are cute, right? So thanks for watching, everybody. I could put a few little bling on there. Do I dare? I always dare. I just have to find the right thing to put on there. So let's see. No, I don't always dare. You're right. I don't always. I'm kind of conservative with the bling. But trying to find something. Oh my gosh, those look like little bubbles but no. All right. Bling. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. You guys, I love sharing this kind of stuff with you. I know this is probably maybe a little more unorganized than I normally am, but it was me just doing something for myself, having a play with something I bought, and I wanted to share it with you. I hope you are okay with that. If you're not, hey, let me know. And I don't have to necessarily do things like this, but I am now going to take this, get the measurements I need so that I can recreate this same type with the fold down here for Paper Pumpkin. That's my next goal, but I have a big mess to clean up. And I really appreciate you guys staying with me, watching. Your comments, guys, are why I keep doing this. I want to show you a side profile of this. It is so cute. Like I said, the little bats for the inside were not the best, but I am so pleased with how it came out. It is really cute. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not subscribed, I ask that you may consider subscribing. As always, your thumbs up and your comments, guys, help me out tremendously. Your comments are why I keep doing this. Thank you so much. And please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.